The Itel A70 costs less than $100 with incredible specs for the price. It's basically what you won't expect from other budget phones, as most of them fall into the $200 category. But there's a challenger. This phone doesn't just match the Itel A70 in terms of the ridiculously low pricing, but actually has better specs, or so I think. This is the Infinix Smart 8, which is the latest budget smartphone from Infinix, and it's quite special. So let's see which smartphone is actually the one to steal your $100. Starting with the design, I'm quite confused because these two phones actually sport the same aesthetic. The same iPhone-like camera model, the same flat front and slightly curved rear, the same intrusive screen bezels, as well as a bonus USB-C. But there's something which on paper is a little design flaw, but yes, it's a big difference. And that is the water drop notch on the Itel as opposed to the punch hole cutout on the Smart 8. The water drop notch on the Itel is not terrible, but it's very outdated and thus kind of looks ugly. So how much are they in terms of display quality? Both screens are made of IPS technology and aren't so bright, but the Smart 8's display to me is way better, because of the fact that it's a 90Hz panel as opposed to 60Hz on the Itel. Though mind you, in actual practicality, this is something you'd barely notice, but those who want to will do so. The Infinix Smart 8 has 2 point now. Let's see if we can extend it. Moving on to the performance, the Itel runs on the Unisoc T103 chipset, whilst the Infinix runs on the Unisoc T606. Both chipsets are 4G capable, but they are also very similar in low performance. Using either of these phones, we are going to find out that this isn't for power users, which is normal for a sub $100 phone, so you gotta bear that in mind. Oh, and if you're enjoying this video, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And software is something else. The Itel runs Itel OS, while the Infinix runs XOS. And though Itel OS is very convenient and user friendly, XOS is way better and more advanced. It literally gives you more power than just changing wallpapers and font sizes. And it has more features too, which will be a joy to those who mostly fiddle with their phones. I'm not saying Itel OS isn't good, it's just that XOS is better. Have you used both Itel OS and XOS? Do you think XOS is better as well? Do let me know in the comment section. Moving on to battery, I think there's nothing much of a difference between both phones. They both sport a 5000 mAh cell, and pairing that with the low-grade chipset and the low-res screen will make the battery life very impressive. But though they shine in the battery life, it's quite the opposite in charging speed. With a pretty underwhelming 10W charger, you should expect between 3 to 4 hours to get these phones topped off from empty to full. What about the camera department? Is anyone actually better? Well, we both have a 13MP main camera as well as a depth sensor which supports 1080p video output, and they have both an 8MP selfie camera which shoots in 720p video. And in terms of comparison, I can't really tell which is better, so they are quite matched in this area as well. There are many similarities between both phones, like the low-end specs, but there's still a clear difference. Personally, I do think the Smart 8 is better, but that is if you factor in the more trendy selfie camera hole punch as well as XOS. So which smartphone do you think is better? Let me know in the comment section below. For my review of both smartphones, click here or here. Subscribe to the channel if you are not. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.